What do you think? What's your opinion so far? First of all, town clerk, first thing in the morning to get sworn in.
You get sworn in right now. Just come down and raise your hand.
And make sure you
right.
meet with Kevin Murn in the morning, and he'll get you up to speed on where we are on things. But congratulations, this was a great win. You did a lot of door-to-door.
Right.
And
Yeah.
how many doors do you think you hit?
Well, I ran a grassroots campaign coupled with what I considered to be the modern-style campaign, which I felt was necessary to run a good race. And so that I did things that you need to do nowadays, such as websites and so on. And then I also did the grassroots stuff that I don't think you can replace it, the door-to-door, the door knocking, the meeting people. I went out there in the streets and held my sign and waved to people and just did the very best that I could, and I was thrilled with the support and the reception that my campaign has had. I've had people like the Irwins that have been working very hard, coupled with at least 24 other people that felt that I had something to offer this town. And I actually did not plan originally to run for selectman. I made the decision to run for selectman after I decided that if I didn't run, it was going to bother me. So once I know how difficult the being a member of the Board of Selectmen is, having served on the school committee. I know it takes quite a commitment and a lot of effort. And once I decided to jump in, I worked as hard as I could for as long as I could. And I'm just pleased that the support that I had behind me, it was like a wave. I knew that the challenge was tremendous. And daunting, Mr. Shields. That's what Mr. Shields once told me, that if I was a candidate, it was going to be a daunting experience, and he was 100% correct. What I tried to do in the campaign was always stay positive. I never said anything about the incumbent. I talked about what I stood for, the fiscal accountability, strong schools, smart growth, promoting business in the commercial districts, preserving the residential character of the neighborhoods. And I think those points are important to a lot of residents, and I think that a number of folks connected with those points, and that led us to a victory which hasn't quite sunk in yet. But I'm really looking forward to serving for the next 3 years on the Board of Selectmen. I'll be starting, as you know, right away with Marion McGettrick and John Shields, and I look forward to working cooperatively with them and moving the town forward. One of the things that has concerned me, and that I'll try to bring to the Board of Selectmen, is the issue of transparency. I feel that town government needs to be more transparent, that the public's business needs to be discussed in public, and I've had experiences where that hasn't been the case. So that is an issue with me, and I think it's an important issue, especially since right now the confidence of the taxpayers, I don't think it's as strong as it can be. You can't go overrides every year, so to speak, and have the taxpayer confident that their tax dollars are being spent wisely. So I hope to try to help to bring to the Board of Selectmen I hope to contribute towards the confidence on the part of the taxpayer.
So what was different, Bob, to you now that you hadn't anticipated when you started running? I mean, how have things changed? I mean, you did this almost 2 decades ago in another era, and how is Milton a different town, or is it pretty much the same place?
I think that Milton has definitely had its changes, And I think that the people that were supporting my candidacy wanted to see if the top of Milton government could have a correction course. I'd say more towards the moderate middle, and I think that reflects in the support that I've got too. So I'm excited.
I bet you are. Congratulations.
Served, I spent 6 years on the Milton
Right.
School Committee, which happened to be 6 years of the 12 years that Bob served on it, and from all my experience during those 6 years, I think that the town will see that he's not only constructive, but he gives 110% effort to the job and will want to be a team player to move the town forward, not to stratify it or go into various individual agendas. I'm sure that you're going to do a very good.
My agenda is family, neighborhood, and town.
Right.
Love of family, neighborhood, and town.
And
It's a simple. It's a
transparency,
simple.
as you said,
It's
too.
a simple one.
Well, your family is certainly, they worked hard this
Yeah.
time. I saw your
Right.
sister just about everywhere, your brother-in-law, your brothers.
My sister Mary Ellen, when it came to be decision time, she was not in favor of my candidacy.
Well, that's
But she worked hard.
But once
Yeah.
I committed, she's been just marvelous. Has done everything. She's been extremely helpful, extremely committed to her big brother, and I really appreciate my sister's help.
Wow.
Wow. You know, the other thing that I think people should realize is that Bob has taught just about every kid in this town how to skate.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that goes a long way when you're running for office.
I've met them particularly like at the different schools out in the campaign, or maybe ringing their bells at their homes. They think I'm a folk hero. I'm Bob. I have a helmet. In the Learn to Skate, we wear helmets, and to be identified, I have the word Bob on my
And for
helmet.
protection.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the children, there's like 100, this year there was 122 girls and 109 boys.
Wow.
And of course, it's impossible to get to know each one by their name,
Sure.
but I do with my sort of secret powers, because I have their name taped onto their helmets, so they really think I'm a smart guy when I call them by their first name.
So how many students do you think you've taught how to skate?
It's been like
Must
30
be-
years,
It's
right?
got to be, it's got to be thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of them.
Yeah.
huh? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I'm going to guess that I've taught 10,000 Milton residents how to skate.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's, my father started the youth hockey.
Yeah.
When he started it, he told me that the way you build a good program is to start with the little kids, and my father told me that's where I was going to start.
Wow.
And so he put me helping little kids, and I followed Daddy's orders, and then I've been there ever since. I've been there ever since.
You have
And
the
what's
formula,
good-
yeah.
What's good about the Learn to Skate is that every child is a winner. It's all positive. They come to skate, and I tell them what their job is, which is to learn and to be the best skater they can be. So they're not really competing against anybody else. They're competing against themselves to learn to be the best skater that they can be. And I've really got a lot of personal satisfaction out of it. I guess that's the answer. And now it's great because I did that for all these years, and I never had my own child. And so now having my own child,
Yep.
I've learned a tremendous amount in the past 5 years.
The only thing you've lost in the last 20 years is a step or two on your jogging
Oh, I'll
speed.
say, that's, yeah. I am.
I see you out there, and I worry that you're going to make it home.
I've done 13 marathons, but I am a broken runner.
Yeah.
3 knee operations.
Well, congratulations,
Well,
Bob.
that's
And-
great.
And having a
Excellent.
former school committee member makes me feel good that somebody understands how the schools have to operate. It's very important.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I want you to take the rest of the night off.